The territory celebrates Education Week. TEDx Road Town returns.
The Power of Vision workshop set to take center stage, and a recap from the first sitting of the House of Assembly. These and more stories when 284 News returns. UVBVI presents the Ultimate Bikers Run on Sunday, March 31st, 2019. 6 stops, 1 race. $4,000 up for grabs. Bikers, in preparation for the Ultimate Bikers Run 2019, here are a few safety tips.
My name is Javon from the Department of Motor Vehicles. My safety tip for you today is keep your distance from other vehicles and use both brakes.
Hi, I'm Shema from Ultimate Vacation BVI. My safety tip for today is watch your speed and be mindful of other road users.
Hi, my name is Henderson Tittle, one of the generals from the Mentoring Anointed Leaders Everywhere MAIL program. I know we all have important things to do, but when you're riding, please don't text and ride. You know what will happen if you text and ride? Please, don't text and ride.
My name is Jillian Stout, Director of Ultimate Vacation BVI, and my safety tip for you while riding is avoid blind spots and use your signals.
My name is Shimba, you don't know me. My safety tip today is helmet. Not just your helmet. You keep it strapped. Once it's strapped, you should be safe.
Money, 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 money! Madness! Mad! Mad! March Madness, only at CCT. CCT March Madness is back with even more crazier deals and giveaways. Top up $20 anywhere and everywhere and enter to win $500 every week in the month of March. Top up at the store, top up online, top up at your favorite top up spot, top up at a CCT promotion, and you just might walk away with money, 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 cause it's mad. March Madness, only at CCT, Life Unlimited.
Welcome everybody, it's Friday, March 15th, 2019. I'm Ron Grant.
And I'm Javon Wilson.
Topping our newscast today, you'll never know what you are called to do unless you know exactly who you are. These are the words of Christian author, inspirational speaker, visionary coach, and founder of the network She Designed the Life She Wanted. Miss Wilma Blyden is set to host the Power Vision workshop on March 30th, 2019. The workshop, which is geared at female empowerment, seeks to present an environment where women can learn from each other. Blyden stopped by our 284 Media Studios to share a little bit about the event and her journey. Not only is Blyden hosting this event, but she is set to release her first book this April, titled 4 Women, 4 Journeys, 1 Church. It's meaningful, it's impactful, and it's simply empowering. Persons wishing to sign up for the upcoming workshop can do so by checking out her Facebook page at She Designed the Life She Wanted. And in addition, be sure to look at my full interview with Miss Wilma Blyden as she breaks down female empowerment, the release of her new book, and what she hopes women can learn from each other.
Now, on the note of empowerment, March 8th, International Women's Day, celebrates the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women all across the world. This day marks a call as well for action to accelerate gender parity. Now, this year, the world celebrated our strengths and our journey to a more balanced world. Of course, because a more balanced world is a better world. The BVI celebrations kicked off with the Women's Expo that was organized by Ms. Tara Sue Morgan, coordinator of the Office of Gender Affairs, that honored Mistress Marlene Trotman and the late Mrs. Phyllis Shirley. Quite a number of profound messages.
They made significant contributions.
Definitely. A lot of profound messages were delivered, beginning with the director of the BVI Tours Board, Mistress Sharon Flax Budas. Take a look.
TEDx Road Town returns to the International Arbitration Center on March 23rd, 2019 for another day of inspiring and uplifting talks under the theme, The Time Is Now. The event will again be featuring a diverse group of speakers from the BVI and around the world on varied topics. In the spirit of ideas worth spreading, TEDx is a program of local, self-organized events that bring people together to share a TED-like experience. At a TEDx event, TED Talk videos and live speakers combine to spark deep discussion and connection. These local, self-organized events are branded TEDx, where X equals an independently organized TED event. The TED conference provides general guidelines for the TEDx program, but individual TEDx events are again self-organized. Ms. Abby O'Neill stopped by our 284 Media studio to provide some background on the TEDx talks. And of course, you can take a look at my full interview with Ms. Abby O'Neill and Lavina Liebert, where they share information about some of the speakers as well as what goes into preparing such an event.
I am super looking forward to
It's
this.
going to be an awesome event.
Meaningful conversations in the BVI. The audience breathed a sigh of relief and applauded enthusiastically when Honorable Foy announced at the first sitting of the House of Assembly that the BVI escaped the EU blacklist. Now, this comes after months of apprehension following the threat of being blacklisted by the European Union, a process that would have forced the territory to pass the Economic Substance Bill. Now, by way of this legislation, the territory recognized the BVI as compliant with its fair taxation principles as well as being a cooperative jurisdiction. Honorable Foy, who attributed this success to the predecessor government, stated, and I quote, "This milestone has been achieved due to the hard work and tireless efforts of the previous government and your new government." You know, Ron, this brought some much needed relief.
Absolutely.
In our walk to financial stability amidst the international developments that have, threatened our financial sector that accounts for 60% of the country's revenue.
But
and
we're not off the hook yet.
Not as yet. While we do welcome this new outcome, we still need to stay on the ground as it relates to the public registers, Brexit, what the BVI will look like post-Brexit, of course, all of which will determine the outcome of our most beneficial sector.
Most definitely. Up next, we talk Byelection. And the territory celebrates Education Week. Stick around, we'll be right back. You're watching 284 News.
When you need to stay connected with friends and families at home or abroad, the best choice for you is Freedom. CCT Freedom. With the lowest rates in the market, our Freedom plan gives you unlimited calls and texting. Plus, our Freedom One package includes 10 gigabits of super fast, unlimited LTE data and unlimited calls to the BVI, USA, USVI, Canada, Puerto Rico, and UK lines. Why pay for overages when you can enjoy CCT Freedom? Stop by at one of our stores today and speak with one of our representatives to find out more about our CCT Freedom packages.
The Ministry and Department of Education this week concluded celebrations for Education Week under the theme, Be Disciplined, Achieve Excellence. The week of activities saw an opening ceremony and talent extravaganza, teacher exchange among private and public schools, Division A and B inter-primary school sports, and an inter-secondary schools debate finale. All schools participated in the week of activities, which sought to not only bridge the gap between private and public schools, but to engage students and teachers in a fun and exciting way. Here are some quick highlights from the week's events.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Newly appointed Deputy Premier and Minister of Education, Dr. Natalia Wheatley, weighed in on this week's activities and its role.
We have been having a very good education week. We began on Sunday with a talent extravaganza, and of course there was an opening ceremony where I was able to speak on a few issues that I'll be focusing on as Minister of Education. The talent extravaganza was fantastic. I was able to see some young talent, and it actually inspired me in terms of some programs I want to launch in the Ministry of Education and Culture related to helping to develop talent and things like that. But I was very inspired from the young persons and all of their abilities, as well as, the persons who work with them, the teachers and so on and so forth. So on Tuesday, we had a teacher exchange, which was good. Wednesday and Thursday, we have inter-primary sports. And that was good as well. That's successful events. And we also had on Wednesday night a debate. And the debate was excellent. Organizers said this was perhaps maybe the best debate so far that we've been having over a number of years. And I was very impressed by the abilities of the participants. The Elmo Stout High School one at Cedar School did an awesome job. So, the debates, I think, are something that people would be encouraged by, and I encourage persons to look out for it in the media. But the Education Week has revealed that we have excellent persons working within the system. We have excellent students working within the system. And, we are poised to take the step to the next level in the education system. I really think that's what Education Week has been able to say to the general public. So persons can look forward to bigger and better things in the education system. So I do believe that the private schools deserve some more support. But I will say that the education officials thus far have been doing a good job of involving the private schools in different activities. The debates involve private schools, the sports day activities involve private schools. You mentioned the fact that we did an exchange earlier this week. So there are some efforts being made to close the gap, and I want to recognize those efforts. And where there's some disparity, where there's some gaps, we'll try to fill those, over the next 4 years and beyond.
Tuesday, March 12, 2019 marked the first sitting of the first session of the Fourth House of Assembly of the Virgin Islands. It was quite a monumental undertaking as the audience witnessed the election and appointment of the new Speaker of the House, the Honorable Julian Willock. Mr. Willock promised to be impartial and fair, of course, and immediately began duty. Now, thereafter, the members of the House were duly sworn in and made their personal pledges to the development of the Virgin Islands. Those members included Deputy Speaker Neville Sheep-Smith, Honorable Andrew A. Foy, Dr. the Honorable Natalio Shawande Wheatley, Honorable Kai Reimer, Honorable Vincent Wheatley, Honorable Carvin Malone, Honorable Shireen Flax Charles, Honorable Shari De Castro, Honorable Julian Fraser, Honorable Marlon A. Penn, Honorable Alvaro Maduro Keynes, and finally, Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull. Ron, this was a remarkable event.
Monumentous.
It was greatly attended and graced with the presence even of the U.S. VI's governor.
A lot of family and friends.
Yes, Albert Bryan Jr. and his lieutenant governor as well. Yes. And we also saw members of the judiciary, former members of the House of Assembly, with the exception of Mr. Vanterpool. We didn't see Mr. Vanterpool there. We also saw residents really turning out in their numbers in what
and they looked beautiful too. Right. Everyone looked well dressed. And
one of the best dressed crowds in the BVI. It was really remarkable. Quite a cute bunch as we observe a significant day in the history of the Virgin Islands.
Now, just when you thought, Jovan, the election cycle of the Virgin Islands was coming to an end, the territory of the Virgin Islands will be heading into a by-election, constitutionally due within the next 2 months. This is according to Governor Augustus Jasper in a Government Information Services press release, where he informed that in the instance that a seat in the House of Assembly is vacant when it convenes, a by-election will need to be held in the coming weeks in accordance with Section 24A of the Elections Act. The time frame was later confirmed to be 2 months following the official resignation of former 4th District Representative Mark Vanterpool. Some members of the electorate questioned whether a by-election would even be necessary, as Vanterpool, while declared the winner, was not officially sworn in at the time of his resignation. While no date has officially been set for the by-election, members of the electorate can expect all major political parties to present a candidate to represent them in the upcoming by-elections. And I'd like to encourage, Jovan, everyone to, again, despite how frustrating it is to have to go to the polls again, I was having conversations with some members, and they did express serious anxiety and just a sense of, disbelief that they had to go to the polls again.
All over again.
We do encourage you to go to the polls and make your voice heard once more.
Yes, exercise your democracy. At this time, 284 News would like to take this time to express our deepest sympathy to all the families that would have lost their loved ones over this past week. Just know that you are in our thoughts and our prayers.
Absolutely. Up next, we've got regional and international news, as well as Ricky with the Weekend Vibes. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back. You're watching 284 News. And coming out of Jamaica, growing concerns such as cyberbullying, pornography, and violent content, the Broadcasting Commission of Jamaica has called for its government to give it more powers of sanction in a revamp of legislation governing the local digital media landscape. The Broadcasting Commission of Jamaica has urged its local administration to increase its oversight responsibility beyond free air-to-air electronic media, policing social media platforms such as Facebook and YouTube. The Broadcast Commission's correspondent submitted to Information Minister Ruel Reid wants the Commission to be able to expand its oversight to halt the use of media for the proliferation of hate speech, unethical advertising, disinformation, scamming, and terrorist recruitment. The Broadcasting Commission expressed outrage at the loss of traditional media gatekeepers and the increasing rise in fake news, especially from unregulated online entities.
And on the international scene, the world is still trying to come to grips with an Ethiopian plane that crashed and killed 157 passengers and crew aboard that represented at least 35 nationalities. Now, right before going down, the pilot reported flight control problems. And of course, he wanted to return, but subsequently the plane would crash. Now, authorities are still on the ground combing through the remains. Viewers, right now we have a video. It's a little graphic and sad, but we have a video of the passengers that were recorded right before the plane went down. Take a look. You know, Ron, this is very devastating and heartbreaking and scary, considering that this is the second plane of this series. Of course, this is the Boeing 737 MAX that went down within just a couple of months. I think it was October, we reported
Correct.
the Indonesian plane crash that also killed 189 persons, this time killing 157 persons. Now, we know that several countries have now grounded the planes, this series, of course. Some of them have banned the usage of it because, you know, the safety concerns are mounting. Officials are also on the ground investigating to determine if this aircraft may be at fault.
Right.
But this is against what FAA is saying. They're holding out that this is one of the best aircrafts of the highest standards in the industry. The great thing about this story, however, is, you know, the black boxes were found, and this will definitely help tremendously in trying to figure out the nature of the crash. Exactly.
Well, you know, Javon, we fly so often, and you never get on a plane thinking that something so devastating is going to happen. So our hearts and prayers do go out to the persons and families affected.
All right. And as more details arise, of course, 284 News will be updating you. And that's it for your regional and your international news. Up next, we've got Ricky with your entertainment 411. Stick around. You're watching 284 News.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing? My name is Ricky, and this is an extra special edition of The Weekend Vibes. We're gonna have a super weekend this weekend, but we're just gonna be touching on what's going on Saturday. Because on Saturday, Ultra Promotions is having an extravaganza of an event. It's the Ultra Flag Fest, featuring artists from St. Lucia, such as Moto, artists from Jamaica, Moto de, yeah, such as Noah Power. You know his songs like Keep the Same Energy. I want to know if you are going to feel it when I brace on you. That is a song for the girls then. And he has an excellent new song he brought out for the Rastafari community, saying, Rasta na nyamit, Rasta na nyam pork. Yes.
Lettuce fall on my rice.
Lettuce will fall on your rice. Very nice, Mr. Jamal. Very nice. I love
Rasta,
that.
no.
Are you okay?
No, I'm ready for this weekend.
You're so uncouth.
I'm ready for this weekend. We're turning up.
Yes, he's definitely ready for this weekend. So one thing I also have to know, we also have DJ Mars on the lineup, and we have Akai and Bagnal out of St. Kitts, plus VI Elite, Collision Band, and none other than Jamali O. Thomas. And that's why he...
No. The other name. The different one. The same name, but different.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize, sir. We have DJ Molly, who is going to be live and direct at the Ultra Flag Fest, and that's why he's here with me on the Weekend Vibe. So Jamali, please tell the crowd, tell the audience exactly what you're going to be bringing to this event.
Mali Day.
Yes.
Moto Day.
Yes.
Listen, Flag Fest.
Yes.
We lit. Ultra
Yes.
Flag Fest. We lit, okay?
Excuse me. When you mention lit, are you going to be bringing matches to the event? Are you gonna have fire in your set?
No, it can be a lot of, they approve the budget.
Yeah.
We getting the flames.
Oh, you can. We pyrotechnics and everything.
We not even lit. We on fire.
Flame.
Burning flames. Gonna be there.
Ole, oh no, that's hot.
So anyhow, Flag Fest, we're gonna be lit. I coming to bring you enough energy. Okay?
Yeah.
Turn up, party with Marley style, Moto Day, keeping the same energy.
Yes. You also have Collision Band, so all the girls, please to come out and get your waistlines greased up because they will be singing songs like Gears, Gear 1, Gear 2, Gear 3, Gear 4, reverse and back it up. Yes, and you also have BI Elite giving you an excellent selection of tunes from all across the region. Plus, DJ Mars will be spinning on the 1s and 3s. He's not going to be spinning anything on the 2s because we don't play with that number.
We don't do that. We don't do that.
So Molly, please, tell the people, encourage them to come out.
Make sure you come out. You don't want to miss this, okay?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of energy,
Yeah.
a lot of vibes,
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's outdoors, so we
Yeah.
can go on with a whole heap
Where
of
is
band.
it?
It's at Island Sizzle
Yeah.
parking lot, okay?
Yeah.
Outdoor. Moto Day, he's like the hottest soca artist right now. If y'all don't know who he is, trust me. If you never listened to my advice before,
Yes.
trust me on this
Trust
one.
him.
Make sure you do, okay?
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be bare vibes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I really do not understand what you're saying, sir. Your dialect is kind of confusing me.
Pure.
It's pure energy. That's what
Yes,
you're saying.
yes.
So people, come on out. It's Ultra Flag Fest. You can get your tickets at Hazim's. They're only $25. It's going to be a bit extra at the door, so get your tickets early and come out to the Ultra Flag Fest. This is Ricky. This is Mr. Jamali O. Thomas, aka DJ Molly, and this has been the Weekend Vibes. See you next week. All right.
And that's it for your entertainment roundup. And of course, this week's 284 News. Be sure to like us on Facebook at 284 Media and 284 BVI on Instagram as well as Twitter. I'm Javon Wilson.
And I'm Ron Grant. This new segment is proudly sponsored by As You Like It Hair and Barbershop, located in the Mill Mall right upstairs to Cito's restaurant. They cater to everything beauty, hair, braiding, manicures and pedicures, and lots more. Their friendly and talented staff are waiting, so make sure you check them out. Be sure to join us again next week as we deliver honest and impartial news right here on 284 News. Happy Friday, everybody.
Goodbye.
Get online today with CCT Go Fast LTE. Simply select from any one of our Go Fast LTE plan options. Each plan offers unlimited wireless residential internet and are priced to suit your budget and required data speed. Stop by any one of our locations and speak with one of our representatives. And get online with Go Fast LTE, the BVI's preferred choice for reliability, speed, and affordability. CCT Life Unlimited.